Hey, the Sports Jacob over here. It's been quite an eventful day for the Packers, and a day that started as with very little hope of the Packers doing anything, as we saw team by team sign free agent after free agent that had been on the Packers' radar. Packers finally made a move today, and that was signing Jimmy Graham to a 3-year deal. Now, the financials of the deal have not been released yet. We know it's going to be a 3-year deal. That's all we know at this point in time, though. But Jimmy Graham will be a Packer for the next 3 years, and I'm excited about it. I'm very excited about it. Jimmy Graham is one of the best red zone threats in the entire NFL, or at least he was. He still might be. He did lead all tight ends with 10 touchdown catches last year, although his yards were way down with the Seattle Seahawks. When the Seahawks signed him, it was a very big free agent splash for them, but he didn't really produce for Seattle that well, as much as they wanted him to. He was still a very good tight end in Seattle, but he didn't put up the kind of numbers that he did in New Orleans, where he was at an all-time great, catching passes from Drew Brees. Along with this, the release of Jordy Nelson has also occurred, so I am not entirely sure what this actually means. I don't know if the Packers are going to, or if the Packers cut Jordy Nelson and are going to re-sign him to a smaller restructured deal, or if he's actually gone for good. We don't know that at this point, but we do know that his release has cleared over $10 million in cap space for the Packers, so that's huge for the Packers. Some moves going ahead. I would love to see the Packers sign Trumaine Johnson. He is the #1 guy on my radar right now for the Packers. And with the the trade of Randall, the Packers CB might be the thinnest in the entire NFL. I mean, now it's time to look at defense now for the Packers. We have our offensive piece now. We have the big guy, the guy that we wanted all along, the guy that Aaron Rodgers wanted all along, and Jimmy Graham. And now it's time to go look at the defense, start rebuilding that defense in free agency through the draft. Now that we have our tight end, I don't think that the Packers are going to take a tight end early. I could definitely see them taking a tight end in one of the later rounds, perhaps Troy Fumagalli if he's still on the board in maybe the 4th or 5th round. But the top 3 rounds hopefully will be addressed to defense, possibly a wide receiver. The Packers still need to go out and find some sort of wide receiver, whether that be through the draft or through a free agency or a trade or something like that. Because we are now thin at wide receiver. We have Devontae Adams, obviously. We have Randall Cobb, Geronimo Allison, and after that, there's really not much of anything. So the Packers need to go out and make some moves here, and this is a good start for Gutekunst. I thought that it was going to be the same old. It was going to be the same old from the Packers, but they made a splash with Jimmy Graham, and now we can continue to build off of that, hopefully, and start signing a few more free agents. Malcolm Butler is also a name that comes to mind when you think of free agents that the Packers are targeting. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that we keep moving forward with this, because this is very big news, and it shows that the Packers might actually be keen on actually being more aggressive in free agency this year than in years past. So anyways, that's all I have to say in this video. Obviously a very big day for the Packers, and we'll see if this day leads to any more moves. We could see another move made today, or another move or two. If we do, I'll have another video out on that move, but for now, Jimmy Graham, 3-year deal. The Packers cut Nelson along with it to free up $10 million cap space. We don't know if Jordy Nelson's coming back or not on a restructured deal. My guess is that they might have decided to actually cut Nelson and keep Cobb. That's what I'm guessing they're doing. There's a chance that we do re-sign Nelson to a restructured deal, but I honestly doubt it. So anyways, guys, that's all I have to say. I will have a Welcome to Green Bay Jimmy Graham highlight video coming out soon in light of these recent reports, so stay tuned for that. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.